Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Dark Razeth here, and today I am bringing you guys another video. I am sorry it took me a couple of days to bring out my next Epic 7 video. I was in combination of sick and another game launched. I wanted to make sure that I covered that for the people that wanted that covered. But there's a couple things you need to know. One, we'll be covering Yuna, and we will be covering Maya, and hopefully we'll be covering Hazel after her specialty change shows up. If you want to see Crozet, Cartuja, or Jet, and you want to see a guide on them, please comment down below if you want me to cover them. But today is about Yuna. The first thing you want to do is raise your friendship to level 3 with Hazel. You should have gotten at least one of her by now. If you haven't, this is where you go to get her. And we'll cover all of this when it comes to when we do the guide video on her, but just know if you have a Hazel, don't fought her because specialty change is what makes a unit endgame, and her Ruzid and Ilaros of Axe are going to all be getting specialty changes, so don't fought her. Anyways, first one is where do you get Ultra Fang Catalyst and Twisted Fang Catalyst. So the first one, and I only have the regular mode version of this. I don't actually have the world difficulty mode to show you guys. So it is, if you guys want to see the world mode, I will try to find the best one and link it in the description below. If any of you guys know the world mode off the top of your head, the best place to farm them, please let me know in a comment down below as well. Ultra Fang, here we go. There are 11 mobs on this map, and so you have a very high chance. There is also only the Ultra Fangs, so you will get them very quickly here. The Twisted Fang is from 8... what was it? 8S2, I think? Right here? Yeah. Alright. Now, this has two different catalysts, so it will take you a little bit longer, but just know that you can get them from here. There are 7 mobs total that drop the fangs on this map, and then we have the epic one, which is from 4-8 on world difficulty. This is the soonest that you can grab this. It is, I don't think by any means the, oh, maybe it's 4-9, sorry. Yeah, it is by no means the fastest way to get it, as far as I know. If I can find out something else by the end of me making this video, I will put it out, but Blazing Soul, this is the soonest that you can farm for it. There are also quite a few chests that you can open throughout your achievements that have epics in them, including your guild chest, which has a chance to drop this. If you want to try that rather than bash your head against this wall, because since there are 5 catalysts, this will take you a very long time to get it. Now, some important things to note with these catalysts is, right now, as of making this video, there is a eulogy for a saint, which is why I waited until this event to come out, and during this event, you can exchange for, am I wrong? I was wrong. Not exchange. At the very least, it's in the hard mode difficulty. If you look in the region info, you could see the first map has Twisted Fang Catalysts. It also has the spears that you're going to need for Lorena that I talked about in a different video guide for Lorena. It also has the Ultra Fangs. So while you are running the event, as you're farming certain missions for trying to get the wagon grass to be able to complete the event, just know you should also try farming the maps here that have the catalyst that you're looking for. For example, 17 is the place that I'm farming on this account and on my other one, because 17 has the Strange Jelly, which is for Elson, and has the Twisted Fang, which is needed for Yuna. So, during the as I am posting this, you have a couple of weeks to farm here for them, but, you know, months from now, this won't be the case for you guys, so of course I'm going to show you the other ways to get it. Now, we'll go right back to Yuna here. The last thing is, where do you get machinery? Alright, where you get machinery is right here on 2-9. A full clear of this labyrinth right here will get you the most amount of machinery, which when when doing this, just know that there is a side path you actually don't have to take, but you might as well take it for all of the rewards anyways. And so now we have to go into what does Yuna do? What makes her so good? Why am I talking about her? Why did I wait till the end to talk about her? You know, why did I wait until why did I save her for, you know, a little bit later? Alrighty, so what does Yuna do? Well, her skill 1 is attacks all enemies with a drone, increasing the caster's combat readiness by 6% per target. When there are less than 3 enemies, damage dealt increases, and it increases with fewer enemies, so the fewer you have, the more you do, which is why she is so good for bossing. Number 2, buff all allies' attack with a drone and increases attack and speed for 2 turns. So this is why she is a good replacement for Elson and a good replacement for Silk, because attack and speed, in my opinion, is better than attack and defense. And defense up is being nerfed, so you might as well make the switch now. She also starts out as a 5-star, so that doesn't hurt. Her skill 3 attacks all enemies with enormous and powerful cannon, inflicting huge damage. Once again, when there are less enemies, specifically 3 or less, she starts to do more and more damage. And then you can see here, her skill enhances, increases the damage here. This one reduces the cooldown. This is, of course, going to be your the first upgrade you want to do. And then for this one, just increases the damage dealt. So she does do a little bit more damage than, say, Silk. So, alright. Sorry about that. So how do you build Yuna? You want to build Yuna as a... There are 2 ways to build her. You want to build her with 4 attack and 2 crit, or 4 speed and 2 crit. The 4 speed is more for PvP, more for arena, and more for the Guild Wars coming soon than anything else. But as a buffer, she wants to go first anyways, so having 4 speed, 2 crit isn't going to be bad. Whereas if you want her as more of a damage dealing support, then you can go the 4 attack route. But I personally am going to build her with speed. Now, what was important to note here is her base speed at 5-star. This is very important. So, she starts at 112 base speed. This is the reason why she will replace your Elson, if you're using him, is his base speed at 5-star is 94. And your buffer always has to go first. And so, starting out with a base speed of 18 less makes it so that it is much harder to get him to be faster than a lot of your damage dealers, especially certain damage dealers that work really well with Yuna, for example. Yuna works very well with Sid. She's very good at activating Sid's passive due to having her speed buff here, because you're going to want to do it turn 1 anyways, and if she goes before Sid, then Sid gets a huge burst in damage before he even gets to go. So, how do you want to build artifacts for Yuna? Well, we've already gone over a lot of the sort of supporty artifacts when it comes to the supporting rangers, but in this case, this artifact, go figure, the one with Yuna, is the best artifact for her, which is AoE attack damage increases by 8% up to 16% when maxed. Actually, in the Korean version of the game, when the game launched, you actually got this card, and I think you got duplicates of this card, along with the ability to fully unlock Yuna as their starting event. So this card was meant for Yuna for obvious reasons. I mean, it even has her image on it. And then the second best artifact for her, if you don't have that one and you don't want to use that one, let's say you want to go the more support route. Why can I not see it? Right, Rosa Hargana, the second best artifact for her, and the rest of them, as we have talked about with a couple of our other units, you know, Infinity Basket is always going to be good when it comes to support. And then for 3-star artifacts, using the likes of, say, something like Timeless Anchor is never going to be a bad example, because despelling debuffs is always a good thing. It's not the best for her, but we've already gone over a lot of the good artifacts when we went over Silk, so hopefully this was informative for you guys. Let me know if there is a guide video that you guys would like to have out before I put out my Maya guide, which will be the next one. Sorry, thank you guys for waiting so much for the next Epic 7 video. Please leave a like rating if you enjoyed, and subscribe to see more Epic 7 or Grand Chase content. See you guys next time.